One particular difficult experience during the COVID season has been the denial of opportunities for children to be normally involved in the neighborhood, to explore various kinds of activities which they would normally do, or be involved in sports or games. Preschool children who have been homebound might have been occupied by parents by giving them more time on the screen, either television or mobile phone. When such experiences happen for children where their normal play activities have been restricted, it is important for parents to find new ways of occupying their children at home in play activities. In this video, we want to remind all parents that giving children sufficient time to explore various play activities inside the home and outside the home would be desirable. Listen to the experiences of some friends of ours and my colleagues to know how they value childhood play activities and treasure them even now.
One of my fondest memories from childhood, when I was, say, 5 to 6 years, was probably playing with toy cars, those that come with tracks. You could put the pieces together, make tracks in whichever way you want, and then try out different cars on the tracks. And I always remember friends coming over to my house with their own cars and sharing stories, and we had our little races together. So that always brings a smile to my face. Looking back, if you would ask me that how that has benefited me in the future, I would say that it has enabled me to form friendships, to form meaningful relationships with people, and it has enabled me in connecting with people easily. So that is what I did in my college years. I had a lot of friends in college. I was part of activities, and I think those childhood years would be solely responsible for all those years that I had in college, all the fun that I had in college.
My favorite memory of childhood play is dressing like my teacher by draping my mother's sari. My mother happily set apart few saris for this. I often role-played my teacher with my mother and sister being my responsive students. My school friends ignited my teaching experiences by asking questions, and I was always happy to hear and answer them. These experiences helped me to develop my interest in teaching. Now I look back, I feel so glad about those early childhood days which helped me to develop my interest in teaching.
When I think of my childhood, the memory of playing that comes to my mind is that of the toy cars that I used to have. They were big, red in color with yellow wheels. I used to really enjoy playing with them as it let me run my imaginations wild and take me to a world of my own. Looking back now, I believe those small acts of play has helped in shaping me. It has made me more creative and to think out of the box, and thus finding practical solutions to problems that come up in life, school, and work.
Looking back at my childhood, when around 4 to 6 years of age, we were in the medical college campus. So a lot of our campus kids, we all used to play hide and seek, cricket inside someone's backyard, and board games during the summer vacations. All these fun activities were, and we always used to go for swimming together, swimming coaching and stuff like that. Looking back, those friendships have lasted since a really long time, and they've been with me through thick and thin. For us as a family, we've always been inclined to music. So when we were small, we used to listen to what the songs that our parents used to listen to when they were in college, and that has influenced us. So we've got exposure to different kinds of music, different years of the evolution of music, and that also has. Right now, we cannot do without music. That is something that has really influenced us in our lives. Music is a huge stress buster for all of us as a family.
My favorite interest in childhood was drawing circles on a slate. I always looked forward for an opportunity to do it. That's how I got interested in calligraphy. My parents were comfortable me doing this. In school, I never got tired of writing notes. I used to enjoy it by experimenting with different pens. My friends used to make me write names in their name slips. Whenever a letter has to be posted, I was asked to write the address by my father. Now I am appreciated for my good handwriting, and my interest in calligraphy continues.
When I think about my early childhood play, I remember making flute with leaves from trees. It was my parents who introduced to me this play when I was around 5 years of age. I used to play with my sisters and friends in the neighborhood. They helped me in making the flute correctly. We used to laugh at each other when different sounds were heard, and also help those who had difficulty in making the flute correctly. Now, when I think about those experiences, I realize how I developed my interest in musical instruments and creative art activities.
When I go back to my childhood days, one of my favorite play as a child was playing with kitchen utensils with my sister, cousins, and sometimes alone. I remember making tent using the old dupattas at home, collecting stones, leaves, and flowers as pretend play ingredients for my cooking recipes. I used to imitate my mother cooking, serving, and planning the household activities as she used to do. It was a joy receiving the first kitchen set as a gift from my parents. I was so excited to explore the chapati roller, the stove, gas cylinder, the different types of pan and spoons that the kitchen set had. When I look back, these experiences have helped me develop my interest in experimenting with cooking, observing, empathizing, relating to people, and being involved as a friend for others.
My brother was my play partner during my childhood days. I remember playing board games and card games with him, and we used to go for cycling in our neighborhood areas. Since we were new to that place then, playing with other children has helped us to relate easily with each other. Now when I think of those days, I recollect spending time together, and we still look forward to such occasions. We used to share our school experiences, and then we discuss them with our parents. So I now feel that those experiences have helped me to develop my interest in listening skills and be open to others' perspectives.
As a toddler, I remember my parents when they bought me a cycle with a small passenger seat at the back. very small. I was maybe around 4 to 5 years at that time. Now the advantage of this cycle was that I could cycle with my brother who is 1 year younger to me, sitting at the back. So this cycle kind of gave me a huge sense of self-worth and responsibility, that I had to take my brother around the house safely, and it was my job to look after him, and that gave me a lot of confidence in myself growing up. It was a very small thing on the part of my parents, but now looking back, I feel that it contributed to a huge extent in building my own confidence in myself.
I've had the privilege of hearing these friends whom you heard just now present these thoughts in a very lucid and moving way while I was recording their presentations. Each of the person whom you heard in this video has been convinced that something of what they did as a child, as young as 3 or 4 or 5 years, has stayed with them and made them what they are in the area of their interests or hobbies or inclinations to explore the world around them. Imagine the context in which they grew up, in the confines of their home or in the settings of their neighborhood, where every opportunity was provided for them to experience the fullness of joy while playing, and to have such pleasant memories which have formed their thought process and thinking world. So I conclude by inviting all of us to make play as an essential component in the confines of our home when our young children grow up. All preschoolers would require the comfort and the encouragement of the home for them to have the pleasure of expanding themselves through interactive means of play. Solitary play, collaborative play, associate play, and make-believe play are all different ways by which they would constitute their thinking world to become adults later. This video is therefore an invitation for parents, for teachers, for policy makers to engage in giving play a central stage in the development of preschool children. We intend to follow up on this video by giving different aspects of childhood play for you to have a tangible experience of how play can be organized in the home context and get integrated into the activity plan of each preschool. What a privilege it has been for us to make this video and invite us to journey with us in our aspiration to see children given larger opportunity for play at home.